As I was saying, it has been said that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, our next guest is that teacher who partners with business owners to define focused goals and reach extraordinary success. Please, without further ado, welcome to the show, Coach Tina Marie Jones. Tina, welcome to the show.
And share time with you and your audience.
Well, it's a pleasure. I'm sorry about the little short, brief technical difficulties. I guess I was fading in and out towards the end of that, but we've got you loud and clear now, and I believe you can hear me loud and clear.
I sure can. And, you know, I was in radio for 5 years, and so I know exactly what it's like to have live radio issues.
Almost every show, but we work past them nevertheless.
Exactly.
Well, it's a pleasure. Jones, I understand you were a corporate exec in your former life, we'll call it that. What prompted
One of them.
the transition? I know, right? One of them.
Yeah.
What prompted the transition to becoming a mentor for such businesses that you work with now?
Thank you for asking that. I actually was in corporate America, then I joined my husband, who we're no longer married, but we had a great relationship while we were, and helped grow his business, the family business. And in doing so, I learned a lot about small business owners and small business mentality. And I don't even like to say small business because the truth is it's right business, and it's the way this country was grown. And the foundation that's really going to get us out of where we are now is business owners. And I took that understanding of growing the businesses I was in partnership with while we had the consulting firm. I went and started my own businesses, clinic, nutrition, and it's interesting you had the doctor on earlier. It's like, I'm hearing what I used to say. I love that. And yeah, it's great. We do need to cleanse our body on a regular basis. And then I noticed there's a lot of wellness practitioners and massage therapists and people of that nature who didn't know how to run businesses. You have a passion, but you don't know exactly how to run a business. More than that, Klarque, you don't know how to keep yourself motivated. And because things are going to get in our heads and they're going to, you know, those doubts and those question marks, the confusion, and we really don't know where to turn. And so what I did after I did close the clinics and sold those, and I said, what's my next step? What's my next step? And I love entrepreneurs and business owners. And I said, you know what? I want to be the person in the ring with them. I want to be the person in the corner telling them you can go do it. Let's focus. Let's aim high. Let's make it happen. Make every single move of your feet matter, and every single punch that you give out there matter, and everything's going to have momentum. It's going to have grace. It's going to have a purpose. And I think entrepreneurs really like knowing that there's somebody that they can have the ear of without needing to take their business home with them and complain to the spouse or the family. And you really can't complain to your employees. They don't want to know that things aren't good. You just need somebody that can help you. Yeah, you need that person in your corner.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, we are talking to Coach Tina Marie Jones right here on The Conversation. You have a question for Ms. Jones, dial in the number 917-932-1078. Be sure to hit the number 1 button, and our engineer will get right to you. Well, let's talk about what you do for nonprofit corporations as well as educators. How do you actually get started with that process? It's such a large task when you come in, I'm sure, of having these sometimes huge organizations that are struggling in one area or another. What do you attack first?
I focus people, and so we go back to why was the organization founded, and this would work for a nonprofit or a profit organization. We get back in touch with the intention and who are we serving, because it comes down to who is the business really serving, and have you connected with who you're serving on a recent basis. And I ask the business owner or even the nonprofit directors and their staff and their board, bring them together, and I say, we need to go out there, we need to poll our customers. And if you're not serving the customers and they really don't know what you do, if it's not clear what you do, why you do it, how you do it, then you need to go back to the drawing board and see where your messaging is falling short. So that's one place people find they're not clear. They're clear inside their hearts. They're clear inside their own heads. But the message and how it's getting communicated out into the world is not clear. And that causes a lot of confusion whenever you're raising money for a nonprofit, when you're trying to reach sales initiatives and reach the goals that you have for your company and quotas. It's just you're going to be sabotaging yourself left and right. And it's very demoralizing. So that's the first place I start. And then the other part is mental focus. Let's say we are clear. We know where we're headed. Many of us have so many distractions, Klarque. I mean, be it our personal lives, our health, like we were just talking about the first segment there, be it just like things that pop up in a day. How do we manage everything, and how do we focus our time, which is our most valuable asset? How do we focus our minds and really get the goals that we want to achieve first done at the beginning of the day, and then allow that flow to pull us through the next half of the day? And we end the day with a check mark in many areas, and then we feel satisfied. And that's what my whole system for the POV is about for business owners.
Yeah.